You have now tuned into Coach Ed's Read and Attack Sports Show, where Coach Ed gives you his perspective on the latest sports news from around the world. You will experience sports from the mind, heart, and soul of a veteran coach. Watch Coach dissect, expand, and give you insight like no other with passion and vicarious sports knowledge that will leave you coming back for more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode of Coach Ed's Read and Attack Sports Show. Now with your host Coach Ed. Please like and subscribe and also turn on the notifications.
What's up, amazing fans? What's up, Read and Attack fans, all sports fans everywhere? It's the coach here, Coach Ed Gladney. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I just want to have a little conversation, let you know what I'm doing right now. But before I get into that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification. This way, you'll always know when I post new content. And everyone, continue to like and share on all your social media. You guys are really helping me. You're really helping and supporting the channel and everything that I'm doing on my platform. All right. So, and to all my sponsors, you guys have a special place in my heart. Thank you for your continued support. Shadow Worlds Radio, Get Out Travels, Wise Consultant, the League of All Leagues. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. So, this is just a little talk, letting you know that with the Read and Attack show, I've done some interviews. So what I wanted to do is take those interviews and just give you those interviews themselves. You've probably already seen the interviews, heard the interviews, but I just want to bring it back and just let you guys really get to feel and get to know those that I've interviewed. So that's really all it's about, and in the future, any future interviews, same thing. I'll take it out and just give it that special place in the Coach Ed's amazing world of sports and the Read and Attack sports world. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Sit back and listen in. All right. And you know what I always say in sports, make sure you turn it on and turn it up. All right, fans, thanks for taking the time to tune in today. This is Coach Ed with a special interview. On with me today, I have NYG22, also known as Unpopular Opinion Sports. He's one of the up-and-coming YouTubers who's done put out some really great content. He and I also work together. We do a show called Part of the City on Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Thank you for coming to the show today, NYG. How you doing today?
I'm good, Coach, man. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you allowing me to come on and chit chat with you.
All right, so let's get right into it. Fans, a lot of the fans want to know that you have a great knowledge of sports, especially basketball. How did you become so knowledgeable with sports, especially with basketball?
Well, I grew up playing basketball in New York City in the parks, in the rec areas. Played for several different teams throughout the city, Brooklyn, Manhattan, different rec leagues. One well-known one was the Best Side Big Five, and we played almost every day. I mean, we would get up early in the mornings, eat some cereal, brush your teeth, hit the park, man. I mean, nighttime, daytime, raining, snowing, doesn't matter. We was out there. So, I mean, I learned a lot, man. I got coached by some really good dudes. And so, yeah, that's pretty much my journey. And I just grew up just watching all sports. I mean, we played football, but we didn't really play pro style football. It was more like we called it street ball. So we just kind of go out there and just throw the football. 2-hand touch, 3-second hold, stuff like that. So that's how I kind of learned about football. Just starting out there, of course. Rocking with the New York Giants, man, and growing up watching Phil Simms, Lawrence Taylor, Carl Banks. I was diehard. I was a real diehard Jerry Rice fan. If I was to get to play football, I would have modeled my game after Jerry Rice, which is why I talk about the wide receivers a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's something interesting, Jerry Rice. But I can definitely understand that. And
yeah, that was my guy.
Every kid, we all played the street ball, sandlot ball, however you want to categorize it. So I understand. It all starts, with your friends in the neighborhood. So, well, I guess football and basketball are your favorite sports. Do you have any other favorite sports?
Actually, I grew up a big wrestling fan. I also like boxing. I pretty much like all sports. Rangers fan. In '94 when the Knicks and the Rangers went to the finals. The Rangers came through. They had a big parade in Times Square. Man, we was all out there. I mean, it was a huge thing. So casually follow hockey, but I definitely was big into boxing, man. We grew up watching Tyson. He was the man in my era. Evander Holyfield, George Foreman. Back in the day, Muhammad Ali. You had Sugar Ray Leonard. Roy Jones Jr. So I mean, we were heavy into boxing. I was heavy into boxing, heavy into wrestling as well. My favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior. I like that. I like the always to, what I'm saying, shake the ropes, and you know what I'm saying. He would put that little act on or whatever, man. But man, we got psyched about that stuff, man. Baseball is a sport that I'm just really a fan of. I didn't have a lot of experience playing baseball other than the rec stuff we used to do. You go out there, with a stick, you throw the ball. Every so often we were lucky enough to get bats, but you had to be careful with those because people were getting knocked upside the head with that, man. So, but diehard Yankees fan, love the Yankees. I grew up in the era, the Derek Jeter era, when they had those teams back in the 90s and 2000s where they were just killing it, man. So those are my teams, man. Giants, Yankees, Rangers, and the Brooklyn Nets, who I started watching back then. See, with basketball, I'm more of a fan of the game just because I played it, but if I had to pick my favorite team, of course that's the Brooklyn Nets. But I grew up watching the Knicks, the old school Heat, the old school Indiana Pacer teams. I love basketball. I'm just a big fan of the game. So I'm not too, as they would say, emotional about a particular team, but I am a Nets fan.
Okay. I guess it would be fair to say you've been a sports fan, a fan of these teams all your life.
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you only basically played, basically rec ball. Did you ever play basketball in high school or anything like that?
I played in junior high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I never played for. See, in New York is different. You get more of an opportunity playing recreational, but it was organized. We traveled. We played different teams in the cities, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. We traveled within the 5 boroughs and played. But I just never played for a high school team or anything like that. When I got to high school, I was into other things. Let's put it like that.
No problem. I understand. So, well, with your sports ventures, have you ever coached the sport or any type of individual players, like a youth player, you working on their fundamentals, or a team or anything of that nature?
Yeah, my son. coached my son in his basketball leagues. He played 2 years rec AAU like I did, and I would coach his fundamentals, how to follow through on his jump shot, working on consistency with his shot release. And we would go out there. I would have him do suicide drills, run laps. We went through free throw drills, passing drills. So I really coached him, and he did well, when he was playing. So I thought that he got a lot of benefit out of my coaching than the actual coaches that were on the team, because he was more focused on what I was saying because of me playing the game before. But yeah, that's it. I coach my son. Not really no team. I did want to coach a team. It would be basketball, but right now, things got some things going on. But I definitely would be interested in coaching youth, just youth. I don't deal with the adults. They yeah, they got other things, and but
Yeah, I know. I've been. I just want to touch something for the audience in case anyone is confused. You've mentioned suicides, okay? And for the audience, just so I can paint a picture for you. Think of a basketball court, and you're standing on the end line underneath the basket, and you run to the foul line, turn around, come back, and you run to the foul line, reach down, touch the ground, turn around, come back,
come back.
touch the end line, turn around, run to the half court, touch the line, turn around, come back, and you do that to the other free throw line, to the other end line, and then all the way back. So that's a great conditioning drill. When I played youth basketball, I hated that.
Yeah, we all did.
So
Because if you messed up, that's what they made you run. All right, y'all didn't do well today. Suicides. Everybody be,
yeah, exactly. So for you, any of you in the fan, that's basically what he was talking about. So now, what other experiences do you have in the world of sports? For example, management, agent, broadcasting, anything. What experiences do you have?
Well, I did do photography, not necessarily sports photography, but I do some form of I guess it wouldn't be considered journalism, but media, because I have a YouTube channel that would be considered experience. And I'm also traveling is a big thing that I'm doing right now. Just going out to games and just kind of watching players, getting my own unpopular opinion on some of these players. So that is something that I'm going to be getting into. But outside of playing, any long-term experience, it just comes from just watching the game, just knowledge of being around different coaches and players. Definitely do have aspirations to do other things outside of sports. I used to write a lot, so that might be something I might be getting back into as well.
Okay. Well, that kind of led me to, my next question. Did you have any dreams or any ventures as a youth? So, when you were a kid, for example, keeping it in the sports realm, did you ever dream of getting to the NBA? Or, you said Jerry Rice earlier, did you dream of getting to the NFL? Anything like that?
Yeah, I wanted to play in the NBA. I did.
Okay.
I wanted to play in the NBA, and that's why we practice so hard, man. That's why we was in the park shooting jumpers. We go to the gym, we go to the Y, shoot jump shots. You know what I'm saying? Just it was me. I was a shooting guard, so I was what some would call today a 3-and-D person, where that's why I modeled my game after was playing good defense and hitting the open jump shot. My ball handling skills were okay, but I had very good court vision. So my goal is to provide travel for not just sports fans, but sports professionals, coaches, players, journalists, any enthusiasts, parents. So and that's my real goal to do, is to provide sports travel to people involved in sports at any level, whether it's youth, high school, college, professional. That's my goal. And I also want to keep putting out good sports content. This is something I love to do, working with other content creators as well. This is something I really love to do, is just talk about sports and just give my opinions about certain topics and certain things, and a lot to open up discussion for people that don't necessarily have a voice, people that might be a little shy to talk to some of the bigger content creators. So we want to make those people feel comfortable when they come into our spaces and our shows. So that's my goal. That's my goal long term, travel and just allowing people to have a voice when it comes to sports. What doesn't matter what sport it is, because we all have a passion and a love for sports, which is, to me, the reason I like it so much is I love competition. I have a competitive nature about me, and I like that competitive. We used to play video games. We would play cards, like any type of activity where it's me versus. I always want to do my best. I always have that competitive nature, but always keeping it respectful and friendly and fun.
Okay. Well, I want to just expand on that a little bit. The first one is, you were talking about travel and helping others. All right. What do you mean by helping others? How do you go about helping others?
Well, first of all, a lot of people don't have the time, or first of all, time is an issue for a lot of people. So what we do is we put together things. Say, for instance, if you want to go to an event, a Giants game, you say, hey, I want to go to a Giants game. When? And I set everything up for you. I go and I do the research. And that's one of the things that I forgot to mention to you is one of my better skills is researching and finding out things. And I'm really good at that with travel, which is, what we do now in setting up, because there's a lot of different factors that go into that. You got to know where you're staying, how far is it, how much things cost, how you're going to get there, whether you need transportation to and from the event. There's a lot of planning going into just going somewhere, anywhere, travel. There's a lot of planning and factors into it. Some people have certain requests. They want to be on this side of town or on that side of town. Just for instance, you say, oh, hey, I want to go to a Giants game, and then you book in a hotel and you don't know where this hotel is because you've never been to, MetLife Stadium in that area, and then you wind up in a hotel in the middle of the ghetto. Then and that might not be what somebody wants. Some people don't care. A lot of people do though, but they don't know. They don't have the knowledge, and that's what we want to do to help people. We also I want to give people motivation to travel. A lot of people think traveling and going to different events has to be this big thing, this big cost effective thing, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. There's a lot of different financing and plans that my company comes up with in order to make travel and sports travel affordable, you know, because if you go on these websites and, you know, not taking a shot at anybody, but a lot of them overprice things, you know, because they're giving you these luxury packages and all this lavish things, and you're like, ooh, wow, and then you look at the price and it's $4,000. You know, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to give regular people, you know, hard, honest working people, the ability to do something that they love to do, and that's how I want to help, you know, the sports community.
Well, I definitely want to commend you on that. And that's definitely something that's needed. You know, you are basically, in a sense, you're being the point guard or the quarterback of travel. So, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
and the other one was just like with the title of your channel, Unpopular Opinion Sports. Why? Why that name?
Well, the thing is, it kind of sparked. I kind of got this idea sparked from Big Blue Crew. Shout out to Pat and Lou. When I came into the community, I had some takes that wasn't received too well by Giants fans. So you know, everybody say, "Hey man, start your own channel. Start your own channel." I'm thinking like, well, I don't want to call the channel NYG22. You know, even though that's what I go by. So I said, man, they really don't like my takes. They're pretty unpopular. There you go. Unpopular opinion, you know, because a lot of people, some people, they just listen and hear what others say, and they say, oh, well, that sounds pretty good. I'll roll with what he said, you know, or she said. Me, I think a little different. I think outside the box. I try to really have my own genuine opinion about things, you know, whether I be right or wrong, you know, but always keeping it respectful. So, I mean, unpopular opinion, I would say that's a good name for myself because a lot of my takes are not mainstream media takes. They're a little out of left field, some might say, but a lot of times end up being right. So somehow
There's nothing wrong with that, and you know, hey, at least you're standing on your own two feet in a sense, and you're not, conforming to what is being put out there. You're thinking for yourself. So, and that's something that we all need to do. So,
absolutely.
now, in terms of sports, what do you feel was your biggest sports achievement?
Oh, achievement. Yeah, we did win the title a couple times. In our league, I got quite a few trophies. I wish I had them. I could show you, but I don't know what happened to them. Those things are probably in a closet somewhere, grandma's house or my old house in Brooklyn. So who knows? But they're there somewhere. We did win some championships. I played well in one league. It's about as well as I think I did. It was probably about now. I was a starter sometimes in different leagues, depending on their talent. You know, I might have had to come off the bench. You know, and depending on the coaches, if their sons and cousins and all them were on the team, usually you got pushed down to, you know, backup status. But hey, we won. We won the league. Hey, if my brother, he could tell me the name of the league, but we played on Claver's Place in Brooklyn, and we won. We won that league. It was it 11? I think it was 11 and up, 11 and 10 and 11 leagues. So that's that. We won the championship, man. I got a trophy, man. I was so happy. I was like, yo, I won. We did it, man. That's like, as an individual, like that was my greatest achievement from a sports perspective. You know, I think that was one of the greatest things, you know, actually winning the league and winning the title, no matter what role you may have played. You know, it always feels good to win, you know. So I enjoyed that, you know, which is why I do have a which is why I want to win. I want my teams to win, whether I root for them or play for them. You know, that's the competitive nature I have. But yeah, that was my greatest achievement was winning that title in basketball, man. Clavers Place, man. We was kids, man, but it was thrilling. Yeah.
A lot of kids, trust me, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So now, in terms of the travel, I get your goal there. Now, in terms of YouTube, what is your current long term goals with your YouTubing? I mean, what's your expectations?
Well, we want to grow. We want to grow, and I want not just myself, but I want this entire network of people that we, I don't want to put a name on it because I don't want to get I don't want to get into anybody's feelings or whatever, but this entire network that we work with, that all of us work with, whether it be hardcore sports, Big Blue Crew, Unpopular Opinion Sports, Shakedown Crew, Twitter Spaces. I want to have a big network of people, man, to work with, man, so we can come on and show and share different things about different teams, New York involved or other. We got Heart of the City eventually. I want to turn that into a podcast, and expand that across all networks. And that's my goal, is to grow, get bigger, and get the little guys, the small timers, man, and allow them to get their voice out, and everybody can grow and come up together. And that's what I'm looking at, man. That's what I really want. I want to get this thing on Spotify, iTunes Radio, hell, ESPN. I mean, I'm hey, man, think big, think big, and this is what we want, because we want to get heard too. We can't just have, I don't want, all due respect, I don't want Stephen A. Smith speaking for everybody, in a general sense, man. Everybody needs their voice to be heard, man, and that's my goal. I want everybody to be able to be heard, whether it's popular or unpopular. Everybody should have a voice and everybody should be heard, and that's my long-term goal, is to allow people to speak and to grow our channel, our network, in our community.
That's something that I think is very important. Everyone does need to have a voice and needs to be heard, and it's important to do that. In sports, in life, whatever it is, you definitely have a voice. I think it was Whoopi Goldberg who once said it on one of her movies. You have a voice. You something to that effect. That you should be heard. So not, you just said that and made me think about that. So
Yeah.
Now I just want to touch on Heart of the City quickly. Why did you come up with that show? I mean, what is it about, first of all, and then why did you come up with it?
Well, Heart of the City is it's what it says. It's Heart of the City, and a lot of people go to work and they have lives, children, wives.
Let's put that out there. What city are we talking about now?
Yeah,
we're talking about the people in other cities, so I want to make sure we identify which city we're talking
right. And I'm gonna get into that,
Sorry.
But Heart of the City is what I dubbed the heart of New York City, where I was born at, and it is sports. Whether you're a Yankee fan, you got these diehard Yankee fans, man. They go, "Yeah, you stinking Yankees, they lost again, man." They, and you go to work, you on the train, and they talking about it, or it's the Knicks, like, oh, you and this finger roll, these different things that the heartbreak, and it's just like just growing up in that night, especially in that 90s era. is everything was about sports. Everything was about sports. And man, to me, that is the heart of the city. That is the heart of New York. You know, that's what keeps people going. People have stressful jobs and stressful lives, man, but they love to go home, crack open a beer, man, and watch the Giants play, or watch the Jets play, or watch the Knicks play, or the Brooklyn Nets, or the Rangers, or the Islanders, or Syracuse, or Rutgers, or St. John's, or any of the college teams. So that is, to me, the heart of the city, man. And me being from New York, my teams primarily that I root for are in the tri-state area. So yeah, that's my thing. It's New York. I, I'm broad when it comes to sports, but the heart of the city, it's there, man. It's right there in New York City, man. You can't deny it, man. It's sports, man. You a fan of some. You a fan of some team, or your children watch sports, or your dad plays sports, or some way you connected, man. That is the heart of the city, in my opinion.
That's powerful. That's very powerful. Do you find your show YouTubing? Do you find all this rewarding?
Absolutely. In some way, it's a stress relief for me. When I get to come out and I get to come on Tuesday night, with you and Jeffy and Big Fan Breezy and members of the Big Blue Crew, and we get on there and we chop it up, man. The people in the chat, man, the loyal supporters in the chat room, and we can get on there and chop it up, man. Hey, man, all the things I got going on and everything during that day, man, it just goes away, man. I'm locked in on talking about what we need to talk about and getting some of these things off our chest, that we hold in, man, because we keep an open platform. That's one thing that I forgot to mention that's important to me when it comes to my channel, not just Heart of the City, but the channel in general, is to keep it open but respectful. You can come on and talk, be as loose as, but just be respectful and mindful of what other people are there and how they may feel. So that's just, hey, like I said, it's a stress relief for me, in a sense that, I get to come on and breathe and talk about my team, man, and let it out, man. Sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's happiness, sometimes it's sober, it's somber, as they would say, it's sad, but no matter what it is, man, Tuesday night, you're gonna be able to get it off your chest, man. So that's why I love doing Heart of the City.
Right. I definitely like doing it too. So compare exactly what you're saying. Now, with the YouTubing platform that you have, do you feel that you've been able to help mentor others who may be looking to get into YouTubing or have questions about any type of social media aspect like that?
Absolutely. I'm always open to help people. Some people DM me and ask me questions about, how to set this up, or where you can go find this, where you can go find that. I'm always have an open I'm an open book, man. You could ask me about anything. One of my passions is helping people. So anytime somebody and in my way I can help you, I would try to help you. If you're genuine and about what you need and you need help, I will be there to try to help someone. That's a passion, a joy of mine, as well as my wife, that we definitely want to help people in need, whether it's YouTubing or anything else. As far as starting a channel, anybody interested in starting a channel, that's what part of this platform is for. You can watch me as well as yourself, Jeffy, and what we do, and like I said, I want to give people a comfortable enough platform to come on and speak, or even if it's just in the chat. So maybe it will spark an idea for others to want to start their own channel or get into podcasting, or just if you want to do sports travel. I'm there for that as well. So that's yeah, I'm open to a lot of different things, especially helping people and come up in some way. Me and you and Jeff have came up together, in this YouTube thing. So, I definitely want to help others do the same thing.
All right. Well, if anyone wanted to reach out to you, in reference to your channel, your ventures, how can they connect with you or reach out to you, whether it's a fan or a business opportunity? How can they reach you?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, of course. Unpopular Opinion Sports. It's right up there. Just put that in, and I should pop up. On Twitter, NYG22. You put that in. That's my Twitter handle. As far as business is concerned, Get Out Travels, www.getouttravels.com. You go there. That's our website. We're in the process of rebuilding that website, but it's up now. You can reach us there. You can reach us on Facebook. Get Out Travels on Go Travels, I should say, on Facebook. GO, capital G, capital O, capital space, capital T, and spell out Travels. So it's Go Travels. And that's our Facebook. And yeah, the email, getouttravels@yahoo.com. That's get out is GETOUTRAVELS. It's not two T's. It's get and then out and then Ravels. So you don't add another T, just RAVELS. So that's how we do our Get Out Travels. Same thing with the website, spelled the same way. So those are our avenues. So it's plenty of opportunity. And I do post all those links in my videos. Well, at least I try to. So go watch one of my videos and you'll see all those links there for everybody, for all our social media platforms.
That's great. Now, do you have anything else that you want the audience to know about you, your ventures, YouTubing, or just Unpopular Opinion Sports in general?
I think we covered it, but just for everybody out there, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, have fun. Just let's try to kind of put the man bravado to the side sometimes, man, and try to get along. I definitely want people to go out and travel. Go Travels stands for Get Out and Travel. So just do that. Enjoy yourself. All this stuff is pretty much over with. You're safe. Go out, travel, have fun. Go see you a game, man. Go see your Yankees game. Go see you a Giants game, or maybe you like another team. Just get out, travel, whether you go through us or Go Travels or you just do it yourself. Just Get Out Travels. Get a personal feel for sports, outside of just watching it through a screen. It's a different environment when you go to a game live. If you've ever been to one, or if it's been a while since you've been, go experience that. Go experience that one time. I'm sure there's a sports team wherever you live, even if it's just a local college team. That is one thing that I am going to be doing this upcoming season, is going to see some more of the local college teams that are in my area when I can get to those games, since there's minimal travel involved. But I also like to do big trips, Giants games, maybe we go to the West Coast this year. We've been down to Miami a couple times, been up to Cleveland, Chicago, so just get out and travel, man. And, You know, you're a sports fan, go to an event. I'm telling you, it's going to give you a different perspective on the game. Just being there and feeling the atmosphere and being able to watch things live and in person and how everything plays out in front of your eyes. That's my message.
All right. Well, NYG, I thank you. This has been a great interview. I really thank you for the time, the insight, everything talking about sports in your life, and encouraging others to get out. So, and I hope the audience takes heed to that. So, everyone, thanks again for tuning in. And you know what I always say in sports: make sure you turn it on and turn it up. Y'all have a great one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shadow Worlds Radio presents Coach Ed's Read and Attack Sports Talk Show.
This is the Read and Attack Show.
This is a sports show where I dive into sports all across the world.
This is the Read and Attack Sports Talk Show.
I'm going to give you my perspective.
Coach Ed
And Attack.
Sports Talk Show.
I'm going to attack it just like I would as a coach.
Read and Attack.
Read and Attack.
Sports Talk
I'm
Show.
going to attack it just like I would as a coach.
Coach Ed's Read and Attack.
I'm going to give you my perspective.
This is the Read and Attack Sports Talk Show.
Thank you all for tuning in today.
Read and Attack. Sports
This
Talk
is a
Show.
sports show where I dive into sports all across the world.
Coach Ed
Read and Attack.
Sports Talk Show. Read and Attack.
Read and Attack Show.